Last time I got 9,226th place with 53 points. This time I got around 4,200 and got 64 points. If you didn't watch my first time I did this tournament, make sure you watch it. And so last time, if you didn't watch it, I had 11 kills. So this time I tried to set a goal to try to get 15 kills, and I did a bunch of zone wars because I never got any kills in endgames. So I played a bunch of zone wars, watched a bunch of YouTube videos about how to get better and stuff. That didn't actually really help that much, because they all say the exact same thing. But in this video you guys can see if you guys aren't that good, I realize that it's helpful to watch someone that's also not that good, someone that's around your skill level, because watching a bunch of pros that can do insanely fast edits, it's not exactly the same thing as watching someone that their highest amount of things they can do is a double edit. So this is my second game. I already have 2 kills, one inside my first game, another kill in this game. I could get more kills, I'm not gonna say that. I was on high ground, I believe, for a bit of this game, but I dropped down because someone was contesting me and I didn't really want to fight them. So I messed up that bounce pad placement. And make sure you guys are always placing bounce pads, especially if you're low on materials. If you have bounce pads, you should place them. Bounce, build yourself a box, get out, and then bounce again. I messed up the first time and I only have 1 bouncer left, so I believe I have 1 left at least. So I'm just gonna be careful. So I'm just looking for shots on people because I'm in zone now, and some people may not be in zone. You always want to do is look back. So I have zone right now, so I'm not going to rotate in at all, and I'm going to look back, try to get some kills on people. Get that guy to 1 HP, but my AR aim is not that great, so I can't kill him. And this is the guy that killed him. I crack him, so I push him, and just get that nice free kill. So now I'm building like a full tarp here because there's 3 or 4 people left. I don't know exactly. There may actually be 5 people. I'm not sure. 100%. But for some reason this guy really wanted to knock me down. And that's part of the reason why I don't do it as good inside this game. Because my whole build's got knocked down. Plus I missed that crash pad placement. It kind of messed me up. And I was playing kind of like a bot, just trying to get a kill. That's not what you guys want to do. You guys want to be ahead. You don't play like that. So this is my 3rd game. And I see someone over here, so I'm gonna rush them because they look kind of dumb. They aren't really playing too carefully, and they actually swam like right beside me. So I don't think that they're that good, and they're just chilling right now. This is kind of a free kill. So I push him, of course I impulse grenades, and of course I hit them out of the air too. Which just makes it more annoying, because now I really want the kill. I don't want to get 3rd-partied, but I also don't want the guy to get 3rd-partied, so I'm not exactly playing this too safely. And this guy, I don't know why he placed that. I kind of messed up there, but I am able to laser him just because I did do a better job at the start of the fight. So this is me moving into zone. I think this is 2nd zone. See someone over here, I just shoot at them. You never know if maybe you can get a couple of tags on people. Of course, they're one of those crazy people that push literally everybody thing. So of course they come over here and they start to push me. I try to get above this guy and maybe try to get out of the fight, like, come on. We don't need to fight right now. But they just keep on pushing me. They have really bad aim. Like, I don't know what the heck they're doing inside that fight if they have that bad at aim. But anyways, I'm able to kill them pretty easily. Get the purple shotgun. I see this guy over here, and he was W people, so I don't really want him inside this lobby. So I try to get him lobby focused. Unfortunately, that doesn't work out. I see this storm over here. I don't think that they're that good because they just did a window edit. So I try to push them. Fortunately, their wall was 2 hit. And it turns out they're actually decent at the game, so. I thought they were a bot, and if they were a bot, I probably would have jumped inside their box or done like a window edit. Maybe hit them for 100, then just jumped inside their box and killed them. I was kind of annoyed that they weren't a bot, but at least I didn't jump into their box when they're actually a good player. I'm kind of low on materials, so I just harvest all this, and I end up getting like 200, maybe even 250 materials from this. And this guy comes and keys me. Yeah, I think I got like 100, 250 materials out of that. I should have just retreated back, because I could tell that this guy wanted to kill me. I should have just, you know, went into another box where he didn't have the wall above me. But I make a dumb mistake here, and I edit that up instead of just getting out of there, which was dumb. So here, I would have landed at the ant farm, if you don't know. Very well, I land at the ant hill now. So this guy gets a gun first, and he hits me once while I'm inside the air. And I didn't think that he pushed me, but because I looked over here, I didn't see him pushing me. But then, all of a sudden, he's right here. I thought this was a different person, because I don't know why he would be this dumb to push me when he hit me once. So anyways, I take those. Hit him 20. I do a nice little flick edit there. I mean, I don't know what that guy was thinking. If he had just waited, because inside there was a shotgun and everything. If he had just waited, would have been a lot better for him. But I mean, okay. So I had an extra kill too. I don't remember when I got this extra kill. Or why. I think I just pushed some person. Then I get lasered by this guy. So I'm just gonna shockwave out because there's no point in fighting him when I'm this low. He looks good. If he has good ping, he could take my wall with 1 hit. So I have him trapped here, so I try to, you know, do that. He gets out though, but he runs right into me. Kinda dumb. He probably would have killed me if he didn't run into those, if he didn't run into those fire traps, but, you know. The reason why I took that slurp fish was because I thought the guy was pushing me. I'm not dumb. Just, I thought he was pushing me, so I wanted to get health quickly. This is me just chilling right here. I'm looking for some brick maybe, because he probably dropped some brick, but apparently he didn't. So you can see I'm just using the bounce pads to get into zone quickly because I think like 6 or 7. It took me a while to start getting used to using bounce pads, so make sure you use them quickly. I don't know why this guy pushed me, but I thought he was going to take my wall, so I just ran out. Surprised he didn't push me again, but apparently I guess he didn't want to push me or something. Because I see him, I think he was trying to get into my box with the thing, but then he saw me on height, so he was just like, nah, not gonna go for that. So down here, I see that there's people just chilling down here. And I saw them fighting earlier before. When I rotated, I had an option of either if I could go over to where they are, or if I wanted to go on top of the hill. And I went on top of the hill, because it's the high ground. Trust me, it's way easier to get down from the high ground than it is to come up from it. Than it is to come up on it. And I see, look at that. Zone's right on it. If zone was down there, I could just take a bounce pad and bounce all the way down. Easily. These guys, though, they have to go all the way around, and guess what? I don't think a single one of them actually makes it up alive. So I kind of remember that they're over here. I kind of forgot, because that was a minute ago. I just cracked this guy. I see him pushing him randomly, so it's like, what are you doing, buddy? And he dies. See, I just got one tag on him, didn't even hit him white, and he still died. This is a pretty free rotation. Not a lot of people are looking out for me, I don't know why. But that was a pretty free rotation. I was trying to put on my mini, but then I realized that I got the siphon from the other guy, so I couldn't put it on. Look for a shot, but this guy goes up to height. Okay, so it's kind of far away. This is where I make my next mistake in the endgame. So I kind of move in a bit, but you know, this is kind of dumb to do this, because this guy could just push me. I do kind of need a kill, so it would be kind of helpful if he did push me. But still. So anyways, I start moving in, but I really want this kill. So I could have just placed a wall back there and just moved into zone. Took the metal, took the fence, rotated it from the fence, and then just went underneath this guy. Like literally no one was looking at me. But I tried to kill him, which makes me die. So he comes into my box. Of course I hit him for 40. I would have killed him though if I had a scar. He had a scar. I would have killed him if I had a scar. Just pointed that out. I'd have 10 eliminations. Okay, so my next 7 games were... What am I saying? Not my next 7 games. My next 3 games were just like the last 3 games of my... Or not the last. The end part of the first time I did the tournament. So I got like no points. Only really placement points. I didn't really play for endgame. So I didn't get a lot of points inside that. So I take a little bit of a break after those 3 games. And I play 1 round of Zone Wars, and for some reason that makes me somehow be able to achieve my goal and get 6 kills in just 2 games. When already inside of decent lobbies. So I just beam that guy. You know, these people aren't really that good, but, you know, they're better than the first people you're up against. Well, some of them are better. Some of them are worse. Keep on messing up my edits here. Surprised that didn't get me dead. I just try to get out of this situation as best as possible. And of course, another person comes in third parties. I don't know why I didn't just edit this open and go for a shot. I keep on messing up my edit because I'm such a bot. That kind of going on him is least expected. But then this guy. Okay. If I had shot the second it reloaded, I actually went back in time. Or I paused it and, you know, went back. Saw exactly the second I had, not the second, but like a couple seconds, not a couple seconds, like half a second after I had reloaded. I actually had a perfect headshot lined up for like 0.5 seconds. So if I had shot the second instead of messing up and not actually pulling the trigger and just reloading again, I would have actually killed the guy. Try to get into his box. That fails miserably. So, part of the reason why I'm on low ground right now is that I don't exactly have a lot of materials. If you can see there, I think I have like 300 wood. Kind of hard to see, but I think I have like 300 wood, 114 brick it looks like, and like 160 metal. But then I see this dude getting pushed, and he landed right next to me. This is what you guys need to look out for. So just these nice little free kills. Just like inside the first game. I just didn't edit. And just killed someone really easily. He had no shield. He was such an easy kill. So I realized that if I go on the high ground, I could have a good chance of doing well, and I see the high ground's kind of free. So I do go towards high ground. I don't remember exactly when I do it, but I will go to high ground eventually. Okay, here I am. I'm finally going up to high ground. I don't know if I'm gonna do a skip ahead. Okay, so here I am on height. I'm just lasering down people. So you should always do on height. I try to get this guy down because he's on second height. I don't think he's that good, though, so. I laser that guy and crack him. So I've dealt a lot of damage to people. Try to look to see if maybe I can kill that guy that I'd cracked, but no. Gotta start to rotate him. One of my mistakes is not playing ahead of zone. Someone, that metal box right there, he could have just cranked up. He would have took height for me. He could have just lasered at me. And see how I connect there? That's a good job of me too. But I should have connected again. Okay, I don't know what this default thought he was doing. But you always need to watch out for those idiots that just think like they can just stand in second height and just laser down on people. Oh. Every game, make sure that you guys are always lasering down on second height. So I see this guy over here. I know that he took height because he's closer, so don't bother pushing him. Moving more forward. This guy's a nice little free kill. I didn't bother going for the loot because I have 300 materials. I knew that someone would be behind me, but it took me a while to do it, and he kind of destroyed me. But anyways, that's 60. I thought it was 64 points. Whatever, it shows up as 64 points. Got 15 eliminations. 48 placement, I think. Yeah. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.